Hello everybody, welcome back to Scrappy Adam and welcome back to Follow a Sketch February, where we have moved on to day 17, which is this sketch. It is the penultimate sketch on this page. We are racing through these sketches. Today's sketch is from Ashley Smith at scraproom.com. As always, you can find all the details in the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group, and you can also find the link for the playlist to all the creators here on YouTube playing along in the description box down below. So today's sketch, I'm sticking quite closely to it. We're not doing much to it. We are using 2 photos. We have got a title. Not sure we will put tags up here, but all the layers generally we have got. Got 2 photos from Pirates Cove, Orlando. I've got a punch. I've got a few embellishments. So we've got some chipboard pieces and ephemera pieces. Some sort of shippy, piratey themed. Some wood veneer and lots of different bits and bobs. We have got this. This is a chipboard word which has sort of all come off, so let's just try and fix that. I think it says adventure, and then we've got Stocking Around 2019 as our potential title, so let's leave that there. And then I've actually already cut this paper, or rather I think I already had like this as scraps, kind of. First thing I'm going to do is pop this. So this is going to be our main background, which is Vicky Boot in Let's Wander. It's a bit crumpled, scrumpled in the corner, but that's okay. Then we've got this paper, which is Jen Hadfield. Not sure why I've got it, to be honest, probably because it's a ledger. And this is going to be our background. So let's just put a bit of adhesive on here and get that stuck on to there. There we go. So that is our background done, and then we have another layer as per the sketch. This is from, I think this is a photo play collection. It's a summer collection. What I thought would be a bit fun is if we give this a notebook edge at the top. So I've got this EK Success punch, and we're just going to punch along the top, like so. All the way along there. And then do the same. I always start in the middle, because then you know you're roughly going to get it looking how it should. Or at least that's the plan. There we go. So then we've got that, and as I generally do when I use that punch, we will give it a bit of a tear and a bit of a scrumple. Not used that word for a few days, so we best get it in this video. So we're just going to sort of go like this and mess it up a bit like you generally do with notepads. Don't be gentle with it, give it a good old crumple, there we go. So then we're left with that. And then I'm going to stick this on as well. And this is going to go roughly in the middle. Obviously, I'm not going to measure anything. We're just going to eyeball it. And it's going to go about there. I've put adhesive about here, just so it still sticks up a little bit at the top and gives us that look. Then I have got a couple of papers to go across the middle. Although, I am going to stick to it. So I'm going to use 2. There's only one on the sketch. But I can't do a sketch without deviating just a teeny tiny bit. So today's deviation is an extra little piece of pattern paper. There we go. And that is the background done. Super, super duper simple and easy. That is going to go about, I think this actually is, it's just shy of the ledger paper. So if I do it to there, and that'll come straight to there. So that is our background. Then our photos are going to sit atop of here, sort of like that. I am going to mat those on white cardstock just so that they stand out a little bit. So I've matted the two photos on white cardstock. I've also brought in some mini epoxy flare from Flare Hut. I need to decide whether we're going to layer these on top of each other or whether actually we do what the sketch says and stretch them across. I think we're going to stretch them across. So I'm putting adhesive, but I'm concentrating the adhesive in the middle so that we can still tuck things as we build the layout. Okay, so that one's going to go there, and then this one is going to go there. So that is our background done, really. It's quite a straightforward design and one that I really like. It's easily a go-to design, which is definitely something that we will look at once the sketchy series are over. But for now, we are going to build this layout. So our title is going to go down here as per the sketch. And I've already got it on some wax paper just to make life a little bit easier. So I'm simply going to transfer it over. Like so. I am going to stick it just onto here. So let me just go and do that, because you don't want to just sit there and watch me stick some thickers on a page, do you? So that is the main bones of the layout done, really. We've got our title, we've got the dates, we've got our photos, we've got our paper. Now it's a case of just adding some of the fun stuff. Those stickers may need gluing down at a later stage. I've added the year just going up the page there, just to give it a bit of variety. And now up here, I'm thinking I do want to use a couple of these frames at least. So I'm wondering whether we can get them in. So I'm thinking we're going to add an extra little cluster down here. And then potentially using these as a little feature up here. Now obviously these are wood veneer, so I can't just snip them in half like I may do with ephemera ones, which is fine. Okay. So I'm going to cut this. Make your embellishments work for you. There is no right or wrong way, and it's something that is being talked about quite a bit in the scrappy world, scrappy community, whatever you want to call it, where some creators are kind of saying there's rules and you can only do this and you should only follow the rule of 3 and do this, and don't use this paper unless it's the perfect photo and all of that rubbish. And that's exactly what it is. It is rubbish, guys. You do whatever makes you happy. And I've actually, this is one of the videos that I've filmed late. I don't know why I missed it out. So I've just watched a video from Sandy, who is the lady behind this series, Follow Sketch February. And I would suggest you go and watch her video, because she said it perfectly. And it will have been, I think, day 11 of Follow Sketch February. It's not a long video, but it's well worth a watch, and she's absolutely spot on. There are no rules. Make your paper, embellishments, everything work for you, and all of your photos are worth all of your products. Don't be waiting for the perfect photo, because if it's your photo and if it's your memory, then it's the perfect photo, isn't it, at the end of the day? And don't let some of the creators out there who have started sort of, I don't know, it's a hard one, but making people feel bad for their scrappy style. Now, we are all different. I am very aware that my scrappy style is very different from yours and from everybody else's, and that's okay. That's what makes us unique. I'm not saying that you're going to like what I do. I'm not going to say that I like what you do. But there's no need to try and influence people to do it my way. Yeah, I can say this is what I do, and I can try to inspire you. Whether I actually inspire anybody or not, I don't know. I just do YouTube because I like it. And if it does inspire a couple of people, then yay, fantastic. But I wouldn't sit here and say, oh yeah, you can only use this style of paper and this style of embellishment, and don't even think about changing this or making this work for you, or anything. That's you get what I'm kind of saying badly. Um, we're all individual, and so I guess what I'm saying is don't let anybody tell you you can and can't do something just because that's not how you do it in scrapbooking, or that's not what the rule is in scrapbooking, because genuinely, I know I say it a lot, but genuinely there are no rules in scrapbooking. We are all, I'm not talking about anything I'm doing, I do apologise, but we are all different, we are all unique, we all have our own style, we all do our own thing. And it doesn't cost anything to be kind, it doesn't cost anything to be polite. Cheer everybody on, exactly like Sandie says, cheer people on, give them the positive encouragement. If you don't like something, find something you do like. There is layouts out there that perhaps are not my style. And I think that's fair to say. I think everybody could say that. However, I wouldn't dare say, oh, that's not my style and you shouldn't be doing that because you've not followed this rule and that paper is far too good for that photo, so what the heck are you doing? There will always be something, genuinely, on every single layout I ever see. There will be something I like. And that's exactly what Sandie said. I'm not sitting here preaching, pretending it's like new. This is basically what Sandie said, and it's true. It doesn't cost anything to be kind, and I think sometimes we forget that. Sometimes we forget that. And if you really, 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 really don't want to cheer somebody on, this scrapbooking hobby it's a kind of dying art, isn't it? Like, we all know how the shops have all shut, prices are going up, it's harder to find certain products, albums are becoming extinct, and all that sort of stuff. So, firstly, we should be encouraging everybody that wants to scrapbook, whatever their style is, even if it isn't ours. Cheer them on and do whatever you can to encourage it. But if you really can't find anything nice to say, which I'm not sure that is true, but if you can't, then just scroll on and don't say anything. Quite simply. There is no need to try and influence people or tell them they're doing it the wrong way, because there really is no wrong way. Some people, some people like the minimal kind of scrapbooking layouts. Some people like the more is more, Adam. Some people like both and do both, which I have tried. I do try to do less is less. It never works out for me, and that's okay. That's my style. I've sort of come to terms with that's the kind of scrapper I am, so that's what I'll do. But it doesn't mean everybody's got to like it. Everybody here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram generally is very kind. I have had the odd comment, and private message. I'm not going to share the details of that, but I personally wouldn't have sent that to somebody, but somebody did, and that's fine if that's their choice. But I'm thick-skinned. I can take it. I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. So that's fine if that's how people want to behave. But it's not something that I would choose to do, because genuinely it really doesn't cost much to be kind. And I'll just shut up now, because I'm just repeating myself. But hopefully you get what I'm saying, and that generally is, there are really no rules in this amazing hobby we've all got. You do you. And I don't know if I like that. And if somebody doesn't like what you've done, who cares? Who cares what they think? Does it matter? It's your memory, it's your photo, it's your album, it's your product, it's your time, it's your hobby. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. And that is the truth. So I'm just using a couple of these mini epoxies there as well. And I think we're pretty much done me yabbering on. I haven't really talked about what I'm doing. Not that it's anything riveting, I know. I'm not going to use these pieces. These ones are quite big. I've tried to use this on a few layouts and it keeps getting put back. I love it. Still struggling to use it. So we've got those going back in our stash. I've still got some little crosses. So I am going to add a couple more of them here. So yeah, all I'm saying is, you do you, enjoy what you do. Don't let anybody tell you you're doing it wrong, because there really is no right or wrong way. And if you want to load your page and add all the things, do it. If you want to do your page and just add your photo, paper, title, journaling, nothing else, do that. If you want to do a 12 by 12 layout with a 2 by 2 photo, do it. And don't let anybody say, oh no, you can't do that. Because I've seen that as well, especially with 12 by 12 layouts. I've seen it quite fairly recently on YouTube and on Facebook, where I've seen both sides actually. So I've seen a couple of comments where somebody have done like a 12 by 12 page, a bit similar to this, but rather than lots of the embellishments I'm using, they've used more photos. So they've loaded it with photos, and it's basically just a 12 by 12 with photos and a title and very little else. I've done pages like that. I like pages like that, but in this instance I want to use the embellishments because that's what I like. Then some of the comments were like, wow, where's all the embellishments? That's not scrapbooking because you've not added any stickers, or where's the pretty stuff? And it's like, really? I'm just using these pieces now just to use them, because that's what I do. And is that for everybody? No. Is that okay? Yes. But then I've also seen some comments whereby somebody's done a 12 by 12 layout and just throwing those epoxies there. Done a 12 by 12 layout and there's just been a very small photo in the middle of it, and then lots of mixed media and lots of ephemera and lots of other stuff going on. And I have tried to do layouts like that. I think they look absolutely stunning. It's more like artwork, and I wish I could do it, but I can't. But then I saw comments like, that's not scrapbooking, that's art. What's the point in doing that, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, let's just be kind. Let's just rock everybody on and give everybody support and kindness, is what I'm saying. And there are no rules. So sorry this video has been a little bit chatty, preachy. It's just because I saw Sandie's video and kind of wanted to just have a little chat about it. If you do have any questions about what I've actually done, please do feel free to leave them in the comments box down below, although pretty self-explanatory. We did the paper together and then I've just stuck a load of stuff at the paper. I will add a bit of journaling down here on the ledger, but as usual I will do that off camera. And that's about it, guys. So that is day 17 of Follow a Sketch February. I will be back for day 18 tomorrow, which is already done actually. I don't know why I missed day 17 out, but there we go, I did. And yeah, hope you have enjoyed it, and let me know what you think about what I have spent the last 20 minutes talking about. And do go and watch Sandie's video, because she just puts it so much better than me, and I absolutely agree. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.